Okay, there it is. Okay, figured it out. Let's go, baby. Let's go. There we go. Good job getting first. Good job, Benz. Good seeing you. It's been a while. It's been a long time. It's been, a month about ish. And good to be mad. Good to be back. Good to be back. Now, I missed you too, Spence. I missed you and Petey and George. All of you. But now, I'm back. Yippee. Now, let's see about getting to this game. Now that I figured out the technical difficulties, I thought I'd get started on some strange antiquities. This game seems really fun. As a thaumaturgy apprentice, there's a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop. Strange antiquities, yeah. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging, with a terrible certainty that could not stop. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Loading. Day 1, Thursday. You can pet the cat. You can pet the cat. This is perfect. Eli White. I've been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass, and must leave at once. I'm leaving the shop in your care, and with some reluctance I make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. There's an index in the back that may be useful. If in doubt, study it carefully. Remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, cupboards. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in days. This guy does look like the time I can have. You can use shift to use the magnifying glass. Oh. Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. W. On Thalmic's field. All Thalmic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thousand planets. So you're in a field pattern. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them. This is the town of Undermere. Where was it? In the cellar of the wine merchant next door. proprietor is begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. Yes, well, take the lot of them out of here, would you? I can't say no to Eli after all you've done for me, but I don't like the thoughts of having these unnaturals in my cellar. Nice. This, I don't like the look of that. Why is that eye following my hand? I don't like that. Congratulations. Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Finch. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Here's boon. Wait, no. Inspect. Oops. Hunter's boon. Hunter's boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Yellowish brown, it's yellowish white color. Smooth but hard with edges. Smooth. I have nothing to remark. It gives a sensation of power. This is a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. Selenic totem. Jupiter. Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his own. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own man. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of their undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among us. Well, wish I could play Marvel Rivals tomorrow. Okay. I'm gonna give you a rare badge of honor. That way you may buy. Yeah. Get VIP'd, idiot. The ice cream is good. I have to get that. Okay. This ice cream is good. Okay. Jack Hungerford. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, as my father used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since she passed 2 winters ago. A creeping dark has set over upon my house. I'm told the shadow's hold will draw it out. I have a growing fear in me, deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Oh. Shadow's hold. A shadow's hold, or oceanic vessel, is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar, or a bottle, used for some kind of box. It can be used to contain an oceanic spirit, the manifestation known as the creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from the moon. They are decorated with an elaborate design called the shadow. Play. The markings have been carved in. Pungent. I have nothing to remark. I believe this is it. There you go. A sun bond is small and lightweight, trying to be carried. What's with all these ravens flying in Undermere today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones and almost threw them in the fireplace, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing much use. But I thought of you when I came across your entry in the Shin. Charlie Weathers. Where's the dog? Hmm. Oh. Mary Bell is an old paddle steamer that has been working for years. I don't think I'll find much use. Okay. Oh. The boatyard. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timbers covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. "You must be from strange antiquities," he says with a smile. He takes me to a dilapidated office, where two metal buckets collect drips of brown water and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of the desk drawer and places them gently in my hand. Sleep vessel. They help people to stay awake beyond their natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time, repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle. So the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Apparently, as an afterthought and somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else as I'm leaving. "I've no use for it," he says. "Don't even know what it's for." Nice. And an artifact. "I want an Usic ring." Usic. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Usic ring. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offering to the goddess Fortune. The practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep firm in a day. Some say they can hear Crochin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to their ear. Oh. This guy right here. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion most. They'll take anything they can get their talent in, and they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening there, and I'd like to know what. A voice of Cernus might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Eye of Cernus. Known as the Eyes of the Forest, these ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It is alleged that Cernus himself wielded an eye. The Eyes of Cernus are hard to come by. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. Nothing to remark. Cool and smooth. Clean marble. Oh. Oh. Oh, voice of Cernus. Any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties with skill, such as an item can be used to complete otherwise. A man with antlers with a stag, often wearing and holding a torque. Is the voice referred to any bronze torque that has a certain imbued property, skill? There it is. black mare Thunderhead thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Black. Whoa. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid in the first building he came to. He ran to the first building. Where's the old... The old jail. 10. There it is. The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing, and the struggling flame of my lantern did little to pierce its depths. I slowly searched through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all, when suddenly and unexpectedly I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for the study and a warm drink. That feels cursed. I'm leaving that over there. Ah, well that's just perfect. Undermare fizzling with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturge has left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out on the wrong side of the bed. These ravens have got under my skin is all. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Ooh, this is interesting. This is useful. This is useful. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horn shackle. Have you considered therapy? Oh wait, it's probably like the 18th century. Oh yeah, it is the 18th century. Didn't really have that then. 19th actually. Still. Okay, maybe they kinda did. Horn shackles are used to bring about change in one's life. bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn and smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems. Bronze, ridged, smooth, ridged. Another remark. I have a strong sense of being watched. No, that's not it. A vestige can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Amongst other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Eh. At least the weather's looking a little better out here today. Out there today. Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours. The right price of yours. Kind regards, John Royston. Royston Farm. 30. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he showed me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value evaporates, and after lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he paid. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Prince Street. We shared a moment before you slunk off into the dark. On important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later, and I wanted to bring her something. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road. We don't always message. Managed to get out there as often as I'd like. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. Hmm. So it's gonna be so it said moon heart. The silver. Or it's gonna be celestial like that. Heart. Hmm. A horned. Hmm. Sun bond. Ugh. Oh, hi, Will. Hi, S'mores. Ugh. Hello, y'all. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Let's see which ending. Oh, yes, no. Gonna be that. Awesome. How goes it? Apparently ads are starting in 4 minutes. I am struggling to figure out which artifact. S'mores, I'll let you know if I want to hit. But so far, I am feeling stubborn. Moon Heart. Moon Heart. I'm curious as well. Moon Heart. Moon Heart. I don't see it. I don't have an entry for Moon Heart in my book, but what if I check the index in the back? Oh. I'll just go to the... Moon Heart. Selenic Totem. Oh. I see. Selenic. These carved totems are more commonly known as moon hearts. It's carved. Can be imbued with a sentiment of feeling such as love or joy, then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of totem itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Crescent shape. Moon hearts. Polished. Aha, here you go. Second tab is index. Ah. Yeah, I'm currently operating based off this principle of no spoilers unless I directly ask for help from somebody. A friend of mine, but that is useful information, thank you. I do appreciate that. A friend of mine, or former friend, I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Do you have a suitable pendant that I could leave flying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? I will need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. Binding seed or a Zell. I see. The second tab is Zia. One about the neck to place them closer to the heart. These innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear or paranormal, making it difficult to remove. Zias are made of any single material, except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. Or a binding seed. These items are made of two distinct materials, representing the mentic and the wixic, the mind and the body. The winding path, the mind is described as a spiral encompassing the body. A binding seed is a form of punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Binding seed. Mentic and wixic. Mentic. Made of two distinct materials, representing the mind and the body. The mind is described by a spiral encompassing the body of the seed. Oh! There we go. Binding seed. Shield charm. Generic charms of protection. Okay. Book contents discovered. Nice, nice, nice. They found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedbra, and I'll be taking in Libula to see us safely through. Libula. Libula. Oh. Oops. Libula. Libula are purported to offer reassurances in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. Being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a libula is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology, called thaumaturgy. You well. The wisdom and change. I feel like I remember. Wisdom. I'm gonna make a guess here and assume it's either gonna be this one that has a wisdom symbol. I feel. Yes. A deep pain radiated down the side of the rider's head, where he had sliced himself with the diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and torn. He could not see out of his left eye. Continue. Saturday. Hmm. Oh, I see. There is a narrow gap between the two houses, and I spy a small wooden chest wedged firmly inside. Slowly, I manage to work it loose, and when it finally comes free, it shoots out onto the ground, hard ground, and snaps open, revealing its long-hidden treasure. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. No, morning. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm Francisco Robertson, a doctor of sorts. I assume you heard about Mr. Hungerford. It seems to be the talk of the town already. I'm used to dealing with melodies of an occult nature, but black eyes are certainly unusual. I've heard of something like this before, but I don't see how it could be the same thing. Either way, I'm hopeful an evocant will have some effect. Evocant. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important. It should not stray more than a hair, precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. So it's stone with truth symbol. Whatever that means. Stone is something to represent truth. Truth, so that means that fish symbol. There's stone. Evocant. So it needs to be... Hmm. No, that can't be it. Oh. Oh, hello, Turk. How goes it? You've now found yourself in a comfy stream where I'm playing. I took through this comfy game. I just love that you can pet the cat in this game. Oh, oops. I had quite I had a quiet chat with Edmund Bishop in the Guilty Man last night. He's always got an interesting story to tell, but last night it was different. I can tell he's worried, which has got me worried too. I know it's not much, but I'd like a shield charm all the same. Shield charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An Oshadic spirit or wandering crowd will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, ancient, and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. I think it's probably just this one. What do you know? There's something I wanted to show you. I didn't like the look of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed? It was hanging between an old shed, all overgrown with ivy. Let me draw a quick map for you. There. Well, hi cat. Joey's decided to make an appearance. Premier Church. 9. 9. Hmm. I love you too, Zozo. Love you too, Zozo. Hmm. There's a body of water. What did the guy say? Back. Oh. Hmm. Oh. The shed is actually a wooden summer house that looks out over the pond. But it's clear that it hasn't been in some time. Thick brambles claw their way up and over the side. Structure and ivy covers the rest, and a mottled green. find what I'm looking for to revere. Parts of the ivy have been torn away, revealing an amulet hanging from a rusty hand. Something else catches my eye as I reach it. I notice there is another pendant hanging next to it, almost completely hidden. Eli's picked a bad time to leave Undermere. I've come from the Hungerford house, where I've been helping Dr. Robertson and looking for any clues about what happened. There wasn't much going on. I did find a shattered, oceanic vessel. Whatever did this, there was no creeping dock. There was a strange black stain on the flagstone floor that I didn't like the look of. And the ravens, very unusual, but at least they seemed to disperse. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to take a trip to Eastern Castle and see if Edmund Bishop has got any light information. But first, I would like a vessel. Whatever this is, we don't want it spreading. Oh yeah, that's for when the spread of plague. Vessel. I have a cat over my shoulder purring. Zoe's been really needy since I got back from vacation, which is understandable. Who's a girl? I feel like she deserves to be needy. Here she is. I will let you know, so you guys can't see. My cat currently has one. Currently has her body over my chest. I'm sitting in the chair. Not. Is my talking being picked up? Is my? Oh, it is. It was. Oh, it wasn't getting picked up very well from over there. Oopsies. Anyways, for those. Oh, now I'm worried. I wonder if Mimi, could you hear me? When I was like, when I'm like this, can you still hear me well? I'm concerned by my food. I'm sure it's nothing. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll just say. Anyways, since you can't hear me, my cat is currently draped over my chest with her arms, with her paws over my shoulder, um, trying to press her arm, trying to press her head into the crook of my neck. And I just think that's really cute. I know, right? It is so cute. I love this cat. She has every right to be, considering we just got back from a 3-week-long vacation. Or you are not moving. She is way too comfy. Hi. She's doing that thing where she has her eyes almost all the way closed. Like she's about to fall asleep or something. Yes, I love you too, Zozo. Yes, I do. you sliding down my chest? Is that what's going on, cat? You getting up? Okay. Well, then I'll get back to work. A vestiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Amongst other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Oh, what do you know? This fancy looking thing. Oh, she's now looking at my computer screen. Or my keyboard. I don't know what. Are you looking at that? She's looking at the... I know exactly what she's looking at now. You're looking at the rival round, aren't you? Yes, yes, you are. For reference, she's looking at the rival round because we often play with her using rival round. Oh, get your work done, Mimi. Oh, I'm gonna grab her, yoink her. But she's interested in the rival round. Cat, you're right in front of my screen. Cat, what are you doing? I apparently need to clear a space for my cat next to my computer at some point, where she can sit without it bothering me. On my list of things to figure out. How you can sit next to me while I for banishment of okay. 2 days earlier, the writer and his fellow adventurer were deep underground, exploring the tunnels below the Kirkhead Tower, when they made a discovery. Their elation at their find would soon turn to horror. After a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and key. After a disagreement between two houses, I was buried between lock and key. I love my lurk message. Oh, hello, Saturn. Guess I shall go ahead. Good to see you. only been, I don't know, a month. Nearly. I was gonna boot my cat's nose, but she's like, "What are you doing? Don't do that." Love your cat. Okay. Now let's see. I don't know what to do with this hint. After a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind locked. I'll deal with that later. Well, the shop is still standing. That's something. Say what you will about Undermere, but this town is never quiet for long. I leave for a few days, and suddenly everybody's talking about ravens and curses. I'm going to need to find Verona to get up to speed on what's going on. At least I didn't come away from Ravenglass empty. I can always rely on quiet Susan to unearth an interesting trinket or two. That is strange. Okay, I'm gonna go put it there. And gold. Oh, cat, you're a little in my way. You sat directly on my mouse. Oh, thank you, S'mores. Um, I think I'll choose to let it sit for a little bit longer. Did you forget? Zoe, I know you're bored, but now you're my cat. I love you. I love you, cat. You were being here. It's yours. I set it on the ground, and she proceeds to just sit there on the desk looking at it. Yes, rival. You want to grab it? Up or something? Or you want me to specifically? The combined effort. Oh, double check the key. The way that lock is spelled makes me wonder if it's a street. Oh, lock house is 7. Oh, so it is a location. Ivy. I should have just looked closer. Thank you. Ivy strangles the iron gate, creaking loudly as it opens. Behind dust-cloaked windows, somebody watches me approach the old house. I tap the brass door knockers, waiting for an answer that never comes. Hmm. Missing one part. Disagreement. I was buried between lock and key. Oh, the key part. Um, Oh, lock and key. Oh, I see. A large flat slab of granite marks the otherwise empty field. It bears an inscription. On this spot, in the year 1813, Arthur Kelly did shoot and kill the beloved horse of Wellington Lock. Buried at the foot of the slab, I found an unlocked chest containing a handful of legal documents, as well as a pistol and other items attached to it. Oh. Item discovered. Slate. Oh, I feel like I collected a rock that looks similar. Well, without the gemstone embedded. But that looks fairly similar to a piece of rock that I collected. I did in fact collect many rocks on my vacation. Many minerals. Some of them are actually quite pretty. I am not a good person. I'm pushing away the only people I care about. Help me do better, please. I have to change, but I don't know how. What do you have that can help me banish my inner demons and make the changes stick this time? Girl, you need therapy. You need therapy. Yeah, I think I remember you saying the same thing. I mean, it is the 19th century. So I don't know if therapy existed then, but still, goodness gracious, not here. This is not where you go for that shit. I agree wholeheartedly. This girl just needs some therapy. That's weird. So index. So not change. Something to. No. No. Oh, that wasn't what I'm looking for. I'm just so glad to be back with my cat. You do that right there. You're so happy. Hi. She's like, I hear you mentioning. Nope, I'm not trying to do that. Nope. Oh. Okay. Shadow hold? Maybe a shadow hold? What you need? No, that's for banishing spirits. What you need? What do you need? Vitality? Although perhaps not for the goat. No. Pain? No. Nebula are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change. They are not helping out. Wisdom. No. Oh. Oops. Just grab that. Now's your time. Changing our life. Oh. Drawing. No. Is there... Where did I put it? No, it's here somewhere. Horn shackle. Yeah. The Evocant didn't snap Mr. Hungerford out of it, unfortunately. It's strange, at times he appears almost awake, but he is deep in some kind of trance, and I can't get anything out of him. He seems to be searching for something. I'm beginning to suspect this is beyond my skill set, but I'm not willing to give up so easily. I know it's a bad idea, but I'm going to need a sleep vessel to get me through this week. Sleep vessel. Coming right up, lady. You're doing the good work. So, I trust you to use this wisely. Eh. The sixth place of the sleep vessel are said to represent the six thalamic disciplines: Selenic, Draidic, Noctic, Diurnic, Wixic, and Mental. Before I lock my answer in, no, I think that's it. I was correct. Resonant compass. A resonant compass will point towards nearby resonant objects, the only objects that can be detected in resonant objects are highly prized, both by thaumaturgists and those who collect occult curiosities. Many years ago, I owned a silent breath, but it was already old when I inherited it, and its powers died soon after. It's about time I replaced it. Silent breath. There are those that consider the white hart to a prize to be claimed, but there is no glory to be had from killing such a noble guardian of the forest. The silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. Hmm. Oh, it's this, isn't it? Nice. And you're starting in 5 minutes. Oh, it's 12:05 a.m. Oh, I should probably go to the next person. Oh, it's okay, Cat. I've always wanted to try a daedalus. I have a personal interest in the celestial branch, so I'm not completely new to such things, nor am I ignorant of the risks. And now I have a good reason for it. I need to take care of some roof repairs. This would seem to be the safest way to approach it. Daedalus Link. Or you could hire a professional, but sure. Or you could use a ladder. I mean, I don't know why he's going through all these complicated steps that when you could literally just use a ladder. Like, oh, I'm going to use some ancient totem to fly or whatever. It's a little choice. They point to some facet of flight, a feather or the wing of a bird or insect, for example. This is literally levitating, but I don't think that's it. extremely fragile. However, it'd be prudent to not take risks. Mm. Turns are starting in 21 seconds. I'm gonna take a break while my cat finishes eating. Sound good? There's a feather. Oh. Oh, I'm past Brad. Oh, what's that? Is that manager? Is that manager lying to me, or do you have nitro? I'm waiting for when it claims. I'm just messing around. Oh, you have turbo. That's what it's called, turbo. No. Well, that's what I'm waiting for right now. Is I'm waiting for ads to end. Just end in seconds. Okay. It says the ad break is ending. Okay. So now, yeah. Upon further consideration, it does seem you're right. This probably is it. Although, seriously, just use the ladder. Uh, Small topaz gemstone known as the Eye is placed in a strong-smelling liquid, usually in a potentially potent barley, spirit, or vinegar. Small tokens such as rings or amulets, perhaps submerged in the liquid and left for a full cycle of renewal, are cleansed of simple imbued curses or hexes. Of course, there is a limit to the effectiveness of these practices. I suspect that's what this is. The ravens are back, I see. Looks like it's going to be worse this time. After speaking to Verona, I've come to extend an open invitation to visit Gleason Castle. My family has lived there for generations, and I know there are artifacts that could be of use to you, gathering dust. All I ask is that you stay out of the South Tower and the Master Bedroom, and run anything you find by me. Here's something to get you started. Walk past the main staircase and turn left. Follow that corridor down to the end and go through the door to the left. There is a small plinth in the corner of that room with an item on it that you are welcome to. I never did like it. Mars in winter, rising in summer. Walk past the main staircase and turn to the left. Follow that corridor down to the end and go through the door on your left. My cat wants out. Okay. Oh, I love this game. At the end of a long passageway, after days spent clearing away dangerous rockfalls, the duo came upon a chamber. In it, they found a small stone tomb, too small to contain human beings. You know, the fact that it appeared so soon after that map came into play, told me exactly that was going to be the shape of a room. A portrait of some a dead lord eyes me suspiciously as I enter the room and start absent-mindedly opening drawers. The room is cold and austere. I'm about to leave when I spot a crate under the chest of drawers. This could be something. walk past the main staircase. And turn left. Follow the hallway to the end of the corridor. Turn left. The plinth is not hard to spot in the corner of the room next to a small writing desk. A glass jar houses the object mentioned in Edmund's note. As I gather the item and turn to leave, my eye is drawn to a green book on the desk. The author's name is of particular interest. I pick it up and find Edmund on my way out, who encourages me to take it with me. I tried to insist on paying for it, at least, but he wouldn't entertain the idea. Gemstones and their thalamic properties. Geez, these words are hard for me right now. I'll designate that my bookshelf. Not sure about this fog today. It's an eerie atmosphere out there, especially with those damned ravens back. It's usually fierce black dogs I've got to worry about, not big black birds. Better off inside, I reckon. Speaking of ravens, it was funny. While we were on vacation, we got to see a lot of ravens, very, very up close, because they would come up to the cars, and they would, I guess, hoping we'd give them food or something. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be good luck and good tidings. Ravens usually do good stuff for you in return, but usually it was inside national parks, and you know what they say about feeding the animals, forbidden, and we're real followers. We're not but yeah, we got to see them. It's funny. They were very curious, and they were very hopeful every time. Funny, one of them just sat on the roof of the rental car, just rocking at us or just staring. No, it didn't even squawk. It was just staring. It's just staring at us. But anyways, corvids are a very interesting, very interesting. But ravens especially. Wicked spur. It's interesting. Anyways, so what's funny is we decided to go to this zoo in Washington State, and they had a little bird sanctuary, And so we decided to go over to where the bald eagles were. And my cousin swears that this one bald eagle was squaring up to take a shit on him. Which isn't entirely unbelievable, because what's funny is this: the moment we walked up, this bald eagle instantly started crowing and instantly looked right at him and started making noise at him. Instantly started screeching at him. And then everywhere he would walk, the eagle would walk onto the would go onto the mesh, and then would position his rear feathers right over my cousin's head. So he eventually went, okay, I'm going to walk outside of the perimeter of the fence. But he swears that eagle was trying to take a shit on him. Anyways, the triangle has intrigued me ever since. First, I've heard about it as a young boy. What caused the pine trees to grow like that? Someone plant them. I know you'll at least have heard of it, but did you know this? I calculated the exact center point. There's a small clearing there. It can't be a coincidence. More, there's an energy about it. Not entirely welcoming here. I wonder if you might take a look at it. So they want me to take a look here. Sure enough, as I approach the center, the curious triangular tops at the heart of the heath wood, I come across a clearing. A tree that sunlight breaks through. But a tree that has been split in two stands in the center. Sunlight breaks through, and I take a deep breath of cleansing pine and earth. Almost immediately, I am struck by a sense of ominous power. My intuition tells me there is something unusual here at the heart of the wood. I examine the broken tree, notice some strange markings across the trunk. Heart beating faster, I spot something else embedded in the wood. 3 pendants arranged in a triangle. It has been many years since I've performed the rite of red knives, but I can still remember every step. I'd do it one more time before I die if I could only get my hands on an orphan spire. I tried that place in Arnside, and they sent me here. Orford Spire. During the rite of red knives, an Orford Spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. When performed correctly, the rite is said to impart vitality and clarity of thought, although perhaps not for the goat. The only thing that, it has to be this. There you go. I need to go away for a few days again. The Order of the Black Veil will have the information I am looking for. They seek to understand the world beyond death, drinking an elixir that sinks them into a deep trance. If I'm right, they may be able to shed some light on these events. lives. The only problem is, I burned that bridge long ago. Could you hand me that guise of Lillian? It won't be the first time I've used one to get around their hatred of me. I'm not surprised they don't like you. You seem to be the kind of guy that loves burning bridges, considering you told me. Well, at least you haven't burned the place down. That's right, at least the place is in one piece. You're a bit of an asshole, sorry. I can tell why they why you could have ground their gears in the wrong way. Disguise of Lillian. It's no surprising. He's a piece of work. The item can allow the bearer to pass unrecognized. If used for any length of time, the wielder can begin to lose their sense of self. The remains of bygone creatures have been used in thaumaturgy for centuries, from petrified teeth and bones to trilobites, ammonites, and devil's toenails. The guise of Lillian is one such item that makes use of this ancient source of power. It's this one. Bam! Tenebrine Cloak. Upon activation, the Tenebrine Cloak can create a sphere of shining darkness that will cloak all within its reach. A single stone set in bronze gives power to this. Oh, Rebecca Rose. Hello. Oh, is that a cat? Oh, yes, it is. A cute kitty. My eyes have completely gone now. But it's good to know I still have my cat senses. I do hope I'm in the right place. My daughter told me about a shop that specializes in unusual items. My life's joy has always been painting. Without that in my life, I'm afraid I'm a bit of a loss. I know that I will never see again, but is there anything in your collection that might help me paint again? I feel a little foolish for asking. It seems such a small thing, but to me, it means everything. No. I get it, lady. I get it. Aries Remedy. Synesthesia, where colors and tones, lights and shadows can be felt through touch. They are sometimes used by those who work in low-light conditions, such as miners. Either that or a spirit eye. The 6 points of sleep. Spirit eye. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into another world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world is a layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols described. She'll probably want this more. These objects induce a form of synesthesia, where colors and tones, lights and shadows can be felt through touch. Oh. Oh, bicycles. I guess have fun with sleeping, whatever it is that you're gonna do. And stay safe. And don't drive, of course. Bye. Light conditions. Yeah, I think these objects Hmm. Hmm. I think I'm gonna make this my last day. This game. S'mores. Wait, no, not yet. My bad. I know I mentioned you, but hold hold it in for one more minute. I'm gonna take. If I can't figure it out in 2 more minutes, give me a hint. Hmm. Ares Remnant. Light and shadow be felt through touch. I think I'll take the hint. Or if you're still here, I'll take the hint. I go. Oh, come on. What am I supposed to do? Or spirit on? As gemstones arranged in the pattern of the Aries constellation. Oh. Um. Oh, it's this. That took a long time. Those ravens have done for 3 more poor buggers. 2 of them up at Galgrith, and another fella a fisherman. People are getting a bit panicky around here. Nothing natural about folk turning up with eyes all black like that. Now this fog, too. The night's drawing in and me working late, I refuse to walk down Holbrook Road without so much as a lantern. I had something nice and bright in it. Sunbond. Sunbond. A sunbond is small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly, made of a non-precious metal. Sunbond, housing a gemstone of light. Amber. Amber. An orange gemstone. Man. Bend your ears to the trees. Hold your palm out to the wind. The ravens can feel it. Can you? Something is stirring. I will need a hulk and grim coming days. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death in the afterlife. Sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolf Song's truth to seek his punishment, path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. Hmm. The eerie creations are worn by priests of Volgar in various rituals. The sacrament asks for his protection. Hmm. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death. The sacrament to ask for his protection. Protection, truth. So protection and truth. Protection, truth, path of the warrior? Oh, hello. Hello, Q. It has been. Oh. Welcome. I'm on the stroll bus right now. Oh my lord. It's interesting. I don't know what to do with this. Okay. Very much. Not really game, but pop off. I don't see it. Anyways, no, brutal. It's definitely been a while. Welcome to the game that's making me call my eyes out. Okay. The sketch of Holgar in the book looks very similar. Oh, now I get it. There it is. Inside was the reason they had toiled so hard. A small black casket. Very valuable small black casket. They knew enough not to open it. Perhaps too little to fully understand the danger it posed. Up the stairs, left, then left again. Second on the right is where I spend each night. This is definitely the Gleason Castle. Up the stairs, and then to the left. Up the stairs, left, then left again. Up the stairs. I'm assuming that means here. And to the left. A grand four-post which dominates. Oh. Nope. Anyways, it is good to see you, my friend. It has been a while. To the left. Oh, maybe it was here? Nope. Oh, up the stairs and left again. Up the stairs, left. Up the stairs, left, and left again. I think I really need to go to bed. But it's 1 a.m. and I'm still recovering from it. So my brain is becoming mush, and this is not the type of game. Oh, I should probably say it closer. But yeah, this game is not the type of game to play when your brain is, and it's happening. The mushification. Where do you want to? Where do you guys want to go? I'll let y'all vote. There are 3 places that seem good right now. Actually, one person's doing art. One person's doing art. The other person's playing Destiny 2. Uh, going through in space with Markiplier, but chat's getting to choose where to go. I can always. So sorry to send you out. So brutal, but That is the raid message. Maybe it didn't pick up. You can attach the email you want, but I'm heading out. My brain is cooked. It is mush. It is melting in real time. Where do y'all want to go? Do you want to go to an art stream? Um, Somebody's playing Destiny 2, or better yet, high or low energy. What do you guys want? High or low? It's your guys' choice. I won't be sticking with this raid. Alright. Okay, I think I found a spot. Anyways. Anyways, everybody. So good to have you for my first stream back. Absolutely. Oh, back sort of. Well, you came back at a time where I'm hiding out. I suppose. Okay. My brain is mush. I'm having to respect the signals my brain is telling me. And my brain is telling me, you bitch, go to bed now. We're raiding out to somebody who's doing an art fight, which I didn't even know existed until this summer. So, take care of yourselves, everybody. It is so good to be back. So good to be back home. The vacation was great. It was so good. Especially the amount that you're doing stuff like this, streaming. It's really nice. I'm glad y'all came. So take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Sleep well when you do.